Peace, love, and blessings. So I'm gonna get right into the video. It is late. I know I done told y'all I wasn't gonna do this late night anymore. However, if it ain't one thing, it's another. So if I don't do it late night, I don't do it. And we got some things to talk about. So, the 5 signs he may be TV material. Take 5. Let me tell you how I had to, not erase, I had to start all over again twice. My first video, what happened to the first one? Oh, the sound is crazy. So, yeah, for some of it, not even the whole thing, but I don't know how to edit, so here I am. And, well, actually, I made another one, and the computer just shut down. So, you know, which made me think of another sign that I didn't put down here, which is spiritual warfare. I'm not gonna go off topic, but I will try to remember to mention it as a 6th sign. Yeah, so basically he's in love within days, weeks, or at first glance. Love at first sight is, according to me, my page, my experience is, my life experience is not real. So that's that. You know, and this is coming from someone who, if you know me, there is one guy that I met and was like, oh, I'm in love, and was dead ass acting like it. However, it was lust. I was young. I just came out of a horrific domestic violence situation, and it was like a long time before I had seen anyone else. So automatically I was in lust, you know, I believed I was in love. He had all the characteristics of a dude that I enjoyed at the time, you know, for that time in my life. And yeah, I believed I was in love. And I've heard of stories where people who say, oh, they fell in love at first sight and it worked out, they got married, whatever. Don't know anyone personally with that story, so I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So, and a lot of the times when a person falls in love so quickly, they're either narcissistic or abusive or both. So I would say red flag, run for the hills. Sign number 2. Oh God, my nails. Don't look at my nails. He is suspicious. He's suspicious. He don't believe a word you say, and he's secretive at the same time. So he asks, 24 questions, 25, 21 times 3 more, times 3, and for whatever reason, he just don't believe you. There are many reasons. I'm not gonna cover this all here, but basically, we're speaking of the abusive man. So he don't believe you. He's not trustworthy. He definitely does not trust you, and he may go through lengths to figure out if his delusions of you being a whore at all is for real. And be sad, but it's true. Yeah, and then so he's secretive. At the same time, like you don't know nothing about what's going on with him day to day. He'll give you an inch, but that about it. Like, you know, he tell you down the block, he's really 16 blocks up, but within the area. He just can't be truthful, and he has his reasons. You know, he's doing other things. Most of the time, abusive men are doing other things that they possibly shouldn't be doing, or, you know, if they're in a monogamous relationship with you. Not all the time, but a good amount of that time. So, yes, that is my number 2. He is suspicious and secretive at the same time. Number 3, he is very clingy. And not all, again, you know, along with all my other suggested signs to look for in a domestic violence prone relationship with an individual. Clingy does not indicate a for sure factor of him being, you know, or she being, you know, abusive in any way. And then, by the way, when I say domestic violence or abusive, remember, abuse is not just solely physically, but it is also financially. There is emotional abuse. There is mental abuse. There are different forms, different ways to abuse and be abused. And I am speaking of all of the above, or, you know, one or the other. So, yeah, clingy is a sign. And you will notice that some will often will also ghost. They'll ghost you. While they're clingy, they'll ghost you, and you know they're not entertaining anyone else. It's strange. You don't know what's the answer to their ghosting you. They might even give you an excuse, you know, whatever. But guess what? They right there. They outside. They stalking you. They watching your every move. They're not far. And that's a red flag. You know, if you ever find that out, you will have signs, more or less, if you really pay attention. Like, basically, you gotta pay attention when you dating people anyway, let alone you have any of these red flags. Pay attention and, you know, begin on next moves. Your next moves, you know. Hey, some people are into these, you know, some people, to each his own. Like, some people are into these kind of relationships, period. Sometimes it's all, dare I say, we know. And if you choose to deal with that person anyway, you know how to move with them. But as ignorant as that sounds, in retrospect, I would not suggest you do that, because, you know, like, relationships take turns for the worse, especially these kind, and there's no guarantee that you're going to walk out of that safely or unharmed or on, everything else that comes along with it. Just toxic. And be well, be healthy, and pay attention. To each their own. But I warned you. So he listens and he hardly speaks, wants to know everything. He is very attentive to you, but he don't tell you anything. You don't know nothing about him. You don't know nothing about him. It's easy to have 1,001 conversations and not over share with another or others. I do it all the time. I'm pretty private, and I have reasons, So he has reasons too. He's a psychopath. For whatever his reasons, me speaking of the abusive man here. If he wants to know everything about you, more or less, he want cards to hold that he could throw back at you. If you get out of pocket, if you don't do what he wants you to do, or if things ain't going according to his crazy plan. These guys are a little, they are off. So, yes, that is a flag. 2 and 1. He listens and he hardly speaks. Pay attention. So, 2 more. So I would say number 4, he's down low. Never mind. So he's down low. Not all men that are down low are abusive at all. However, I'm speaking of signs that they are. So the down lows, basically. Damn it, I went into it in another video. I'm gonna keep this one short. I'm gonna do a down low sign, a video. I wrote some notes, but yeah, it's really late. So signs that a man is down low, there are several, and a lot of them right in your face, But we're not bashing over here. I love all people, and I understand things, I understand a lot, probably more than I should, be that understanding. So, I'm definitely not saying this in any negative light, but a lot of down low men are in pain, they're in hiding, and they're abusive due to that. Might not even like the woman at all. Like, just with her for gain, for a beard, whatever other reasons. And that in itself, if there's a reason to be abusive, would definitely be the reasons. So, last but not least, listen to how he feels about women. Listen to how he feels about women. Take note of that. And different varieties of them. So it's not just like, see how he reacts to natural women and how they speak and how they move and how they do. This could be neighbors, family members, pass-you-bys, entertainment. Study that. Also, with different other varieties of women. Sexy women, how does he react? How does he feel about them? Without asking directly, observe what you observe, study what you observe without asking. Because if you go on a job interview, you're not gonna just say whatever you feel all the time, off the top. So don't ask, just observe and study. So see how he speaks of women, different variety of women, how he treats women, how he responds to them in different situations. So I'm going to need you to do your math on this one and put your thinking caps, and as always, pay attention. So those are my 5 signs, plus 5 plus signs. He might be domestic violence material, and you may not want to entertain that situation. What did I want to add? The sixth sense, sixth sign would be, or I don't know his sign, but just spiritual warfare. You're going through different things, and sometimes, you might get sent the wrong situation and you think it's love. So pay attention to things that's going on around you. Also, the messenger, might have a wicked person trying to hook you up with a horrible person on purpose. So these things happen. You might have just a horrible, because it's never a stranger. It's hardly ever a stranger that sends harm on another. It could be a close, family member, friend, frenemy, whatever, and you find yourself in a bad situation. And it's never too late. I'm about solutions. I did begin this channel to have discussions like this and meaningful, just to spark meaningful conversations. If I go viral, I would like it to cause change, to spark good thoughts and just change wherever is necessary. So yeah, this is my cue, and I'm about to sound sleepy, and I'm gonna say have a good one. Peace, love, and blessings at whatever time you find this. Thank you for subscribing. I'm assuming you will, and let's start liking what you see if you do, and not just telling me. So like, subscribe, tell a friend and tell another. Let's grow together. Peace, love, blessings. It's Lyric.